been declared just a 7-inning contest.
White Sox and Dodgers next. Go back. Tim Anderson and 3-0 with a 3.27. Opponents hit just 220 against him. The Reds over in Goodyear. But here's the first pitch of today's game, and Anderson swings and hits it in the air to center field where DJ Peters waits. And there's one out. Well, this is first week plus. You're taking pitches. You want to see some pitches, but we're sitting on the bases. Julio's pitch is field, and Mookie Betts had it lined up. 2 down.
Over the White Sox.
At the Boston Red Sox. There's a ground ball from Abreu. Corey Seager handles it. You talk about an easy inning for Julio Urias. Dodgers coming to bat. Third with Pollock, Barnes, Beatty, Rio. C. Dinos, who won the KBO championship. 11-9 at an ERA just under 5. 4.9
games. So who's your leadoff hitter? Because Mookie Betts.
Yeah. Left center field. It's a long run for Robert, and over there is Eloy Jimenez. Those are two guys that the White Sox do not want colliding in a spring training.
And they're pretty good size.
Seager didn't have a hit.
The Dodgers are home. Do you see an empty batting cage?
Right off the pitcher, right. And that'll be a base hit. Sox defensively.
Not exactly certain where.
There's Justin Turner.
Defensively.
Right out of the stretch. Is dropped into right center field for a base hit. Seager rounding second. He'll pull into third standing.
It's inside, outside. And there's a breaking ball. And Dodgers in business now. First and third here in the opening frame.
Pollock. AJ. Mike Wright delivering 1-2. Bounces it left side. Anderson will try to go the short way. He won't get there. Everybody's scored as Seager comes in to score.
There's really no chance to get an out
on the scoreboard early. Austin Barnes to get back to the big leagues. Swings. Lucroy giving it a look, and he bobbles it, won't get it. First time he decided to go there, so not scored a fielder's choice, scored a base hit. Check second, comes home. And he walks Barnes, and the bases are loaded. If Tony La Russa wanted to roll this inning, he could, but and having a good spring, 5 for 10. Way, and that's trouble. That's going to fall. Dodgers are going to get a couple. AJ might catch Justin as 2 come in. Matt Beatty.
You can see that ball is going to drop in very easily. In his hip pocket was Pollock, talking to Turner on the way to home plate.
Extra player that they brought with them, Kyle Kubat, left the pitch. For Eloy Jimenez. 2 men out. I would find it hard to believe they take, Kubat delivering, and this ball hit on the ground to second base. Madrigal tosses to Tim Anderson. They get the Forsters. 3, White Sox, nothing.
World Series champions, that is it for everything, but so are tattoo.
Find some other places to put them. This one is up in the air. Moncada flies to McKinstry, 1 down.
29 and an ERA postseason. Tried to get to that 300.
Ground ball toward the middle. There's McKinstry sliding over there to get it. Wins last postseason, then earned runs. 3 earned runs allowed. Long run for Betts and a basket catch. Dodgers after an inning and a half.
He's a local product. He grew up on the south side of Chicago. Downers Grove is where.
At Western Michigan. Western Michigan Broncos. Tries to learn the grips. There's
a bat that if we had seen him maybe a year or 2 ago that he may have been over anxious. Now it's patient.
In the first inning. Dodgers first time through the batting order, 6. That's 2 straight walks for Birdie. Mookie Betts possesses incredible, and I don't know if anybody ever. The baseball instincts were there.
To the plate.
Seager geared up, and he's this ball back, and this ball gone. A 3-run shot. Corey.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
You can tell you've seen a game or two, Rick.
This swing is poetry. I mean, he gets a pitch. You have a pitcher who's trying to throw a strike. He's walked back-to-back guys. He just had a meeting with his pitching coach.
Turner singled and scored in the first inning. Called him by his brother's name.
Like Nick needed the airtime.
I bet both of them were thinking the same thing. Another walk, third walk of the. He got the pitch, but took it for a strike. For the second time. Barnes pops it up, shallow right, and going out, first baseman Abreu. He'll grab it for out number 2.
Diego had been training in Yuma, Arizona for a number of years. That was a delight.
0-2 to Beatty. And the one in. Oh, right to the glove of Anderson. Looked like it had enough to get over it, but Anderson. Well, glad you're with us watching Dodger baseball, no matter where you happen.
A right knee that he twisted during some infield drills.
On the ground to Seager. 2 down.
Yeah, he's coming back. They didn't know if he was going to be. Expectations. Chicago this year.
That is going to be fouled. Yeah, they do have high expectations. They've been building for quite some time. One of the big trades they and Kopech back from Tommy John surgery this year. There's a bouncer handled by Julio, and he throws him out. 9 down. Dodgers lead 6-0.
Register for Dodgers email alerts by visiting Dodgers.
In a facility that they share because.
No, different one.
Oh.
Different one. That's not going to be foul. Beg your pardon. That's going to hang in there for Jimenez, who makes the catch. See the sun glistening off. See a lot of players using those, but vying for the utility spot this season. Backing up Moncada, but Jimenez will call him off and make the catch. Did you ever get in a bad collision in the outfield? You have priority. One deep to left center field. Ballpark will hold it as Jimenez is over there to make the play to start the 4th. Over a year anyway. Been 18 months for a regular season. For a 10th of 2020 was a big day for the Dodgers, certainly, when they acquired and Mookie Betts. Ground ball down to third. Throw to the new first baseman.
On the ground. From a field standpoint.
Robert chases one downstairs.
So far, that's a pretty good off-speed pitch, and down out of the strike zone, it gets the swing.
During the COVID pause, David Price earned a lot of. 2-1 to Abreu. And he popped him up. So out goes Michael Busch. Oh, welcome back, David Price. He is back on the hill. Right-hander for Chicago out of Wichita State. Who had a family connection somehow. That one's off the glove of Hoyer. Anderson throws this one a mile away.
Rule this as a base hit and a throwing error. To 99. They hit 50 home runs.
That's at third. 6-0 Dodgers, bottom of the 4th. And Seager goes down swinging. First. Out. They went upstairs, and that time Turner chased it. He strikes out.
Each of the last 2 batters with Seager, they throw to.
Out of Notre Dame. Still a couple of pitchers they're trying to get back into activity. And there to play it is Luis Robert. So the Dodgers leave Mookie at third. Dodgers 6, White Sox nothing. Third Dodger pitcher today, pitching in the top of the 5th.
That being the off-speed, the changeup.
Over for A.J. Pollock in left. High to center field, James Outman will make the catch. One gone for May pitch today too. Roster invites. Swinging for Jimenez. Outman to the track and up against the wall, retires him.
Made 3 very good catches.
One ball, no strikes to Andrew Vaughn. You know where the warning track is under your feet. Different. Well, that gets past Noisy. And out of the line, will head for second base. So that's the.
I forget the exact date, but baseball parks in one particular year, they made it mandatory that every park have a warning track.
Bush, quick throw to first, gets eaten. Faces 4, gets 3, and it's 6-0 Dodgers after. Connor Sadzik is out there now for Dodgers. And Andy Burns fists this one down to first base. Abreu beats him to the bag, 1 down. That is a concern, I would think, because warning track is Rangel Ravelo, slow roller to short. And the ball ends up to first for the out. But
Off the wall dead.
Michael Bush grounds it to the left side. And for the Dodgers, a very quiet bottom of the 5th. 3 up, 3 down. His first professional outing. And he didn't have a season.
How much will that affect their
full count on Lucroy? He tried to go downstairs, didn't make it, so he walks him. And I remember when Jerry Royster was with it. He pulls this one down to third. There's one. Bush the turn. That's a double play around the horn. Noisy started the twin kill.
things? You've been around it. We have a son, or we have a cousin, or we.
But I do think that in having conversations with multiple GMs, as Noisy makes a nice play, they want athletes. Jose Ruiz takes over to face the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th. One thing we were talking about, Rick, just before the break, for a lot of parents to handle, and as Davidson gets plunked, he'll head down to first base, and it would be good to have good opportunities for kids.
Conversations, but I've always believed that the more you can play.
Blingy. A base runner for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So,
As a catcher.
Center field, that's down for a hit. Davidson will be waved home. 7-0. Toronto as the player to be named later in the Ross Stripling trade. Inside corner, got him. Noda down on strikes.
I thought this was inside. The benefit of the doubt in a few calls. Very good gloves at the shortstop position.
And that's down for a base hit. So Amaya comes up with a knock. 8-0 Los Angeles. Conference performer. And he goes down swinging.
League level. There's a huge amount of information.
Well, strike 3 called as Burns watched it over the outside edge. As we go to the 7th, 8-0. Left-hander James Pazos to pitch the 7th against the White Sox before they signed Trevor Bauer, right before they. That he reached out to Andrew Friedman and said, whatever happens, I'm willing to do whatever. And the payoff now. To right field and the right side, and it's picked up by Bush. Robert trying to
do everything right as a hitter, but he was always interested in why a manager was doing this or doing that.
Nice play by Bush. Bouncer toward the left side, slow roller. Pazos to play it. He'll just hang on, put it in his
defensive alignment. What you're going to do in a spot here, one that sees all of.
And Eloy Jimenez slaps one to right field for a 2-out single. So still a bit of.
As a hitter before the pitch, you're looking at the setup of the infield.
Right. In base. Vaughn at the plate. 2-2 pitch from Pazos. Got him swinging. Pazos gives up 2 hits. Strands. No runs, 3 hits and an error for the White Sox. To be 7, but somebody's changed their mind. So they brought back that older logo. They used to wear the shorts. 1 out, Ravelo.
Stories about Charlie.
to Matt Davidson. This one is up in the air, second base. And Marco Hernandez grabs it for the out of the spring. Like anybody's going anywhere right away, do they? Well, the umpires are. Okay, so we are done.